more than 125 times in their history, and it might not be the most well-known rivalry in the country, but for the Heels and the Cavs, the South's oldest rivalry will always mean a lot. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. The Who's pulled out a close one the last time they saw the Tar Heels.
Yeah, the Who's made the plays when they needed to, and they found a way to get it done. Listen, it's hard to beat North Carolina multiple years in a row. They're going for that feat today.
Virginia felt like in that last game, David, they had a really good game plan. They were able to go execute. They say they feel good about this one. Let's see how this goes.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Boy, coaches watch tape all week and they get so excited. First play, let's make a statement. This offense tries to come out and throw it under the lights, all the excitement, and what do? They forget to protect their quarterback, and they give up a sack on the first play.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. They're looking for an advantage to the right. There he goes. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The Cavaliers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? First drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Looking for a physical attack for the gun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the 3rd most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue in this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time, and that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Tar Heels will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
off the play fake. Looking down the middle. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Motion from the back. Gonna look downfield again. Gets it to the back. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down and try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on it.
Turning it on! And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. They go to the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. The give to the left. Turns it on in midfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up, get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the tailback. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. The option look. The pitch. Quick spin on the line. Touchdown, Tar Heels! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the offense doing a nice job mixing the option play on that drive. They're able to get the defense outflanked. Nice decision by the QB, pitching it outside wide, and the running back using his speed.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets the back moving. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Takes the easy completion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Hits the open man. Hits the afterburners. Smashes through the tackle. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Fitted in the window for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of it, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
Makes the stop at the 49. Give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. It's caught downfield. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? That's why you never assume the first guy's going to make the tackle, and you have to keep running to the football.
Man, it's something you highlight every single week in defensive meetings. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Don't assume somebody's going to make it. Take the correct angle. Nice job. First guy misses. Second guy gets him on the ground, forces the 4th down, throws that fist up in the air.
Off-play action on first down. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. The short hands. It's Wilkins. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And the Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's John. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line gets set, first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Lost a throw on first down. Setting up the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, the South tends to shut down when the Tar Heels and Cavaliers get together, and that's the case again today. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Virginia and North Carolina plays out.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pick up a 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Payne. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation by any stretch, but big-time players make big plays in big games.
And the Tar Heels decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Cavaliers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the run. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. He'll sneak it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. The Cavaliers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They march to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers! The Cavaliers showing some attitude as they build this lead against Carolina.
The Wahoos are making plays, and you're really seeing the speed. They've done an outstanding job recruiting. It's showing up.
Yeah, and they call it the gentleman's rivalry, Virginia does, and they're not treating North Carolina like gentlemen. They're taking care of business and winning this thing.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
Got the back over the middle.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Here's a heat. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Catch in the middle. It's Payne. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. Release to the back. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Tar Heels, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Powers forward. The draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little. Touchdown, UNC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the momentum. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
He's looking to throw. Snagged out of the air. He's not going to make it. They stop him at the 1, and the two-pointer is no good.
North Carolina, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And the Cavaliers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going to try to get it himself. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Back open in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Touchdown, North Carolina! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
Really nice job getting that touchdown. Now you got to go for 2. You got to tie this thing up, and your defense better get ready because the opponent has time to work the 2-minute situation, drive down the field. This game is far from over.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
21, North Carolina, 19.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line and one of the biggest games of the year.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And the quarterback takes a knee. This edition of the South's oldest rivalry is steeped in Cavalier attitude as Virginia takes down North Carolina. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.